Unspoken words filled the air in Robyn Brown's living room. Long shadows were created on the walls by the low lighting, reflecting the gravity of the discussion that was taking place. Kody's eyes were burning with frustration as he paced restlessly, his hands raking through his disheveled hair. Robyn sat on the couch across from him, her arms folded in silent resistance. Standing near the doorway, Aurora observed the sight with a mixture of disappointment and weariness. The tense pause was broken by Kody's voice. "I fought so hard to adopt your kids." He halted his pacing and turned to Robyn, his voice full of annoyance. "To make this family work, I altered my entire life and went through legal fights. And you're telling me now that I simply left them?" Robyn's expression was unreadable, and her eyes remained fixed. "You desire to be called father, Kody. However, where is the accompanying responsibility?" Each of her words struck him like a blade despite their calmness. Aurora's arms clenched around her as she exhaled sharply. She continued, "You were supposed to be different," in an emotional voice that was almost audible above a whisper. "My biological dad was supposed to be inferior to you." Hey, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. However, he might have been correct about you. Kody winced as though he had been hit. His face was split between fury and a look that was dangerously close to remorse as his mouth opened and closed. "Pardon me." Robyn's voice softened as she leaned forward, but it was the resignation of a woman who had witnessed too much, not kindness. "David wishes to file a lawsuit." Kody's eyes became gloomy. "David?" The name was so full of disdain that he almost laughed. "Oh, he suddenly cares now?" Robyn shook her head and moaned. "He claims that you have neglected your duty. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I agree or disagree." Then Aurora moved forward, her face set firmly. "Kody, he genuinely cares." Silence hung between them for a minute, heavy and oppressive. Kody's expression contorted in shock, his rage briefly eclipsed by something more profound, maybe fear. Aurora didn't hold out for his answer. Her footsteps reverberated throughout the home as she pivoted and left. The door behind her slammed. Kody stared at the empty room she had just occupied while he remained still, his hands shaking at his sides. After weeks of simmering tension, the disagreement finally erupted tonight. Anger flooded Kody's cheeks as he stood in the middle of the room. Aurora squared her shoulders across from him, her arms stiff at her sides. She clenched her fists in an attempt to control her breathing. "I made your life better." The home shook from the foundation to the boom of Kody's voice. "You ought to feel thankful." Aurora laughed bitterly and hollowly. "Grateful?" she asked again, the words stinging her tongue like venom. "For what purpose? Observing you prioritize your ego over this family? For committing to something you never meant to fulfill?" Kody's nostrils opened wide. "You have no idea how much I gave up." Aurora's eyes were blazing with rage. "Sacrifices," she expounded. "You left Mary behind. You left Christine behind. You left Janelle behind. And you're leaving us now. Kody, you don't make sacrifices. When things get tough, you run." The remark struck like a blow to the head. A second later, though, the genuine slap arrived. Kody took a step forward, his jaw opening to strike back, his finger pointing accusingly. Aurora's hand sprang out before he could finish speaking. Her palm struck his cheek in one beautiful blow, and the impact was stinging. There was an oppressive hush in the room. Kody staggered back a step, his cheeks scorching from the slap and the shame that sank deep in his chest, his eyes wide with amazement. Gasping as she took in the scene, Robyn hurried in from the hallway. "Aurora," she exclaimed, horrified. "What just did you do?" Aurora's chest was rising and falling quickly, and her breathing was labored. She didn't falter, though. Her voice was steady as she looked directly into Kody's eyes. Something that ought to have been done long ago. With the sound of the front door slamming behind her, she pivoted on her heel and bounded out. Kody stood motionless, a guy who had dominated everyone around him throughout his life only to discover, too late, that he had lost them all. Except for the distant hum of the air conditioner and the odd shuffle of papers, the courtroom was strangely quiet. With his jaw clenched and his fingers tapping restlessly against the table, Kody sat rigidly in his chair. David Jessup sat erect opposite him, his face unreadable. Robyn was by Kody's side, her knuckles white, her hands clenched tightly. The judge looked at the papers in front of her and adjusted her glasses. "Mr. Jessup, have you filed to have Mr. Brown's adoption of your children reversed?" David nodded in a forceful but composed voice. "Indeed, Your Honor." Although he battled for the legal right to be their father, Kody has not lived up to his obligations. He has demonstrated his inability to give children a secure place to live. Kody lost his temper. "That's not true," he interrupted, his voice echoing off the walls of the courtroom. "I adore those children." David's countenance was unreadable as he turned to face Kody. "So, when Aurora was having mental health issues, where were you? When Brianna needed assistance with school, where were you? When did Dayton require assistance?" Kody stumbled. I had other obligations." David leaned a little forward. "Exactly," he replied plainly. "I also want my children back." There was silence in the room. The judge turned to look at Robyn, who was sitting still and gazing at her lap. She had a pallid face and bent shoulders. Kody took a deep breath. He realized that no amount of manipulation or persuasion could mend what had already been shattered, and for the first time in a long time, he felt the weight of losing control. Before he spoke, the judge exhaled deeply. "I'll examine the evidence and render a decision when the time is right. We have adjourned the court." Kody's fate was sealed by the reverberating sound of the gavel striking. He saw David standing quietly confidently, gathering his documents. He left the courtroom without even glancing in Kody's direction. Robyn got up slowly, but she refused to give Kody a look. He felt more burdened than ever by the consequences of his choices. Kody Brown questioned whether he was now dealing with the fallout from the life he had created and destroyed, for the first time. And there's more. Robyn Brown and Kody Brown are luxuriating in a way that is inappropriate for a low-key program like Sister Wives. Robyn became a sister wife to Kody's 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown, in 2010, marking the beginning of their narrative. At first, Kody seemed to be a loving father figure who took care of all of his wives and kids. But he quickly fell in love with Robyn, neglecting his first 3 wives and their adult children in the process. Christine, Janelle, and Mary eventually left Kody because he wanted to spend time with Robyn. In October 2023, Christine married David Woolley, her soulmate. Mary is eager to be married and has returned to the dating scene. Janelle, meantime, wants to concentrate on her enterprises and isn't ready to start dating again. Now that they are monogamous, Kody and Robyn seem to be having a great time. They purchased an opulent 4,476 square foot house in Flagstaff, Arizona, in 2019. While Janelle and Mary are still fighting for their due share of the Coyote Pass land, they just sold the house for $1.77 million, demonstrating their ability to manage millions of money. Much of the family's money has been wasted by Kody and Robyn. The two have been accused by Janelle of using the family's money to buy items for themselves, including their former Arizona house. Kody and Robyn have demonstrated their financial success by selling their old home for $1.77 million and purchasing a new home for nearly $2.10 million. Compared to when they led a more humble existence and put in a lot of effort at work, their new way of life has made them less sympathetic to viewers. Robyn has always been driven by money. A Redditor named at objective_Lychee4177 recently stated, demonstrating awareness of Kody and Robyn's financial priorities, she has charged the pair with excessive spending, which is consistent with their family's perception of them. In one case, Kody failed to buy his daughter Savannah a Christmas present, but he went over budget to buy his wife, Robyn, a diamond ring. Christine Brown, star of Sister Wives, revealed more before and after pictures of her amazing transformation after losing 40 pounds. But 53-year-old Christine's life has changed in ways other than weight loss in recent years. As the third wife of polygamist patriarch Kody Brown, Christine was leading a totally different existence when she made her broadcast debut in 2010. Following 27 years of marriage and the birth of 6 children, Christine abandoned Kody and the multiple family in 2022. Since then, she has wed David Woolley, and the two of them are completely monogamous. Christine's life was completely upended by leaving Kody, and the Sister Wives Season 19 cast was unsure of what to anticipate. Kody had 4 women and 18 kids by the time he finished expanding his family. As a stay-at-home mother, Christine raised the majority of Kody's 18 children during her adult life. Although she knew she had to leave Kody, she was afraid to do so. The choice would completely alter her perspective and transform her life. The extent to which Christine changed after parting ways with Kody and meeting David is difficult to overestimate. Once a buttoned-down third wife, the Sister Wives Season 19 star now has several tattoos. She even got on her new husband's motorcycle and rode on the back. Kody had his hands full with his previous wives and kids, but she had always longed to go on trips like this with him. Despite her best efforts, Christine was done with the marriage after COVID-19 permanently split the family. Despite growing up in a polygamous household, Christine disliked sharing her spouse. The Sister Wives actress began dating after she was free and quickly got to know David, a widowed father of 8. Shortly after divorcing Kody, Christine met David. During Sister Wives Season 19, she stared into the camera after their first date and declared that they had already scheduled a second one. Before they moved in together, Christine and David dated for less than a year. Since her youngest kid, Truly Brown, was still living with her, Christine's choice to move in with a man she wasn't married to was unexpected. The couple's marriage would take place in October 2023 and be broadcast as a two-part Sister Wives special in January, so it wouldn't matter for long. In addition to David's enormous family, Christine's children, her former sister wife Janelle Brown, and several of her children attended the wedding. The Sister Wives Season 19 star showcased her drastically reduced body in a now-deleted November 2024 Instagram post featuring Christine's weight loss journey. She almost doesn't look like herself. Christine displayed some of her remarkable health knowledge while writing on the difficulties of weight loss. She emphasizes that weight loss is difficult, particularly as one ages, and that food and exercise aren't the only factors. The contrasted images of a trim Christine are quite striking, and her development is truly remarkable. Christine has since concentrated on reaching her fitness and health objectives. More amazing before and after pictures were just shared by Christine on Instagram. She has maintained her amazing weight loss and continues to encourage others to follow suit, based on her other articles. Starting March 1st, I'm kicking off a 30-day weight loss challenge, and this one is all about you, claims Christine's caption. In order to inspire others to try it, she also posts amazing before and after pictures of other people. The results are hard to dispute with. Michael T. Brown, Christine's 28-year-old daughter, is one of the many people she has motivated to lose weight. Michael T.'s mother encouraged daughter to reduce her own weight, and in the aforementioned, since-deleted Instagram post, Christine shared Michael T.'s before and after pictures. Michael T. quickly lost the baby weight when she and her husband, Tony Padron, delivered 2 healthy children, Archer and Ace Padron. One of the few adult children of Kody with whom he still has a relationship is Michael T. The majority of them no longer communicate with him. During her marriage to Kody, Christine experienced unhappiness, which was especially severe towards the conclusion of their union. Although it wasn't easy, she took a chance by leaving Kody, and it paid out. Christine's life took a positive turn after she and David were married in a Sister Wives TV special. After splitting with Kody, Christine blossomed and changed a lot. Her remarkable weight loss is only one aspect of the amazing metamorphosis that has made the new Christine nearly unrecognizable. During her 2025 detox, Sister Wives actress Janelle Brown is focusing on how she interacts with the outside world. Amid rumors that she and Christine Brown are at odds, she gave an overview of their relationship. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Janelle, who has been portrayed as navigating the initial stages of her newly discovered independence, has been making significant efforts to keep herself on track. She has been trying her hardest to do what seems right for herself and her relationships, including with Christine, even if the past year hasn't been easy. It is evident that things are good between the former Sister Wives when Janelle, who recently posted about traveling with other salespeople for her company Plexus, was photographed at a meal with Christine and her husband David Woolley. Janelle, Christine, David, and Michael T. Padron will all be on the Plexus trip together, according to the picture, which also features Christine's daughter Michael T. Padron and her husband Tony Pardon. Given that the family members are staying together while on vacation, it's probable that even though Janelle is purging the bad things in her life this year, Christine and David aren't being forced to leave. The former sister spouses seem to be doing better than expected, despite accusations that Christine and Janelle are drifting apart due to personal life circumstances. It's evident that Janelle will have to make some tough choices regarding who she spends time with and what she spends her energy on, even though she has been forthright and honest about her 2025 detox, stating that she wants to connect with the world in ways that are joyful and fulfilling instead of what she was doing in 2024. Some others are wondering what Janelle will do after her detox. It's evident that Janelle and Christine are still friendly despite their somewhat more distant relationship when they're on the Plexus trip together. In interviews, Janelle has joked that she and Christine saved each other from their divorces from Kody Brown. The two have talked a lot about their relationship. Many people were worried that Janelle felt Christine was a more detrimental influence in her life when she went through her 2025 detox. But the fact that the women are traveling together on a business trip and moving on with their lives shows that things are better than anticipated. Things are looking different for Janelle and Christine as they continue to reflect on their lives after the divorce. Janelle has been making every effort to grieve the loss of her son Garrison Brown with purpose, while Christine has been preoccupied with her marriage to David and her remodeling project in Moab. It appeared like she could wish to leave everything in her life, including Christine, behind after relocating to North Carolina, buying farmland, and finding her identity again. After a challenging year, the sister-wives stars' relationship seems to be strong and progressing, as they each look for fresh optimism in one another. A fresh prediction on the future of the Sister Wives series has been made by TLC viewers. After season 19, they wondered if the network would cancel the program. Kody no longer lives with his vast polygamous family as a single family. Along with Robyn, his only surviving wife, and their children, he leads a monogamous life. In recent years, the reality TV personality has experienced 2 separate breakups. Kody seldom ever interacts with his elder kids. Following the departure of Christine, Janelle, and Mary, the dynamics of the family underwent a radical transformation. Kody struggled to cope with his 3 breakups in a row. He was still hated, nevertheless, for his poisonous actions. Season 19 has been broadcasting for a while. Fans now think that this might be the most recent season of the show. However, why? Has it been cancelled already? Why is it the case? Without a doubt, the longest season of the Sister Wives series was season 19. Since the show is well known for having a lot of episodes, fans were taken aback by the sheer volume of episodes. They were taken aback, though, by the fact that there were still a lot of episodes left in the series. In this season, Kody and his ex-partners chronicled their lives. When the producers abruptly announced a mid-season break, fans were shocked. After February 2nd, the show didn't air any new episodes, and viewers were baffled as to why the network didn't release any more the following week. Fans have therefore conjectured about the series' potential comeback. They don't know when the show will air again. After the season finale, won't it ever come back? For nearly 20 years, viewers of Sister Wives have been observing Kody and his sizable polygamous family. The family members' lives underwent a radical transformation over time. For the whole family, the last few years have been somewhat challenging. Mary, Janelle, and Christine ended their polygamous marriage and set out on a new path of self-discovery. Kody and Robyn, meantime, adapted to their new monogamous lifestyle with their kids. There has been a lot of conjecture regarding the program because of the mid-season break. Since the network has not released any season previews, fans are unaware of the show's comeback date. Regarding the forthcoming episodes, TLC has not released any information. After the break, they questioned if the network would tie the entire series. According to certain sources, the show is probably going to return on April 15th or 20th, 2025. The series will conclude with 7 more episodes. To find out about its return, supporters still await word from the network. Following this season, fans now anticipate that TLC may conclude the entire series. They believe there is nothing intriguing about the show. The phony romance between Robyn and Kody was never well received by viewers. In addition, during the past few years, an increasing number of siblings have stopped watching the series. Maddie, Payton, and numerous others have expressed a lack of enthusiasm in sharing their life on television. Therefore, the network may decide to cancel the series. However, these are merely conjectures. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.